Saquon Barkley is back for Big Blue, fired up about it. Barkley and the Giants agreed on a one-year deal. Does not get a whole lot more than he was going to get on the franchise tag, but I don't really care. I'm here for the football, and football, it is much better when Saquon Barkley is on the field, right? One of the most electric runners you will ever see, the total package at the running back position. 6 foot, 230 pounds, faster than you, stronger than you, elusive as hell. 41 forced missed tackles in 2022, 35 runs of 10 plus yards. This guy is so much fun to watch, and now that he's got this deal done with the Giants, which again, doesn't really help him out a ton, at least it gets him on the football field and allows people that enjoy watching the game to watch Saquon Barkley, because he was threatening to sit out games in 2023. Not going to happen now. So, vision, patience, power, speed to hit the outside, change of direction to leapfrog gaps, contact balance in space. He was built in a lab to play running back in the NFL. He's big time in pass protection. He makes an impact out of the backfield. He doesn't fumble the ball. He is a force multiplier for your offense. Defenses give him so much attention, it makes everything else easier on the offensive side of the ball for you, whether you're just trying to use him as a decoy, whether you're featuring him in the running game, in the passing game, as a blocker. Saquon Barkley makes a huge difference. I'm so juiced to see him in 2023. Really excited. He's not going to be sitting out any games, especially with Brian Daboll, Mike Kafka kind of dialing it up. Danny Dimes is a really good rushing threat in his own right, and I think they pair really nicely together in that running game. The Giants should be considered a favorite to make the playoffs once again in 2023. Now, what happens after that, we'll see. I think the NFC is it's a little bit more wide open outside of the two teams at the top. When you look at the Eagles and the 49ers, I think they're still right there at the top. But I think that the Giants are one of the next teams that could challenge, right? Can Danny Dimes take another step forward? We'll see. But Saquon, out of all the running backs in the league, he might be my favorite to watch. Like, he is just built different, man. And means so much to that football team. As I said, what he does with the ball in his hands as a blocker, as a pass catcher, and as a force multiplier, someone who teams just have to pay attention to where he is and what he's doing on every single play, because he can take it the distance. I'm excited he'll be on the field. I'm hopeful he can get some sort of long-term security moving forward. In all likelihood, the Giants will probably just tag him again because they have that tool at their disposal following the 2023 season. But hopeful that he can somehow work out a long-term contract, whether that's with New York or elsewhere, to get some financial security long-term. Will it happen? Recent history says probably not, but we'll see how it all plays out. And yeah, looking at the state of running back contracts, teams think that they can find production at that position anywhere in the draft, in free agency every year, and recent history kind of supports that theory to an extent, right? You haven't seen teams that move on from running backs not be able to at least replace a decent amount of that production, and it might not just be plugging in another runner to take over the guy who left's entire job, but you can get a guy that can catch passes out of the backfield. You can get a guy that can be your power back, short yardage back. You can utilize running back by committee to fulfill a lot of what a superstar running back will bring you, and you can do it without breaking the bank. So I understand what teams are doing, but the value of what a player like Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, brings to your organization as a leader, as a locker room guy, and an on-the-field presence, a guy who can do everything, is really invaluable. I think he deserves a huge bag. He probably won't ever get it. Teams can say, we can get another guy who can grind out the tough yardage. We can get another guy who can succeed in pass pro and catch passes out of the backfield. And you do that instead of signing Saquon to a massive deal. I get the business side of it. I really do. From the team's perspective, running back contracts, they're risky. And it's really not super risky to try to replace one running back's production with multiple other backs that can do and fulfill different roles. I get it. But bottom line, I am happy. I am excited. I'm fired up to see Saquon Barkley back on the field in 2023, not skipping any games. Can't wait to see him.